Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. Today we bring you hot and exclusive news that could change the future of our team, the possible destination of Andrew Wiggins. Rumors are swirling about several trade negotiations that could involve Wiggins. Among the mentioned destinations are a return to his hometown, Toronto, or possible trades with the Chicago Bulls, Orlando Magic, or Atlanta Hawks. Let's explore each of these options and discuss which one might be the most advantageous for our beloved Dubs. Let's start with the possible return of Wiggins to the Toronto Raptors. Just imagine, Andrew Wiggins back where it all began, playing in front of his family and friends. It would be an emotional and strategic reunion, strengthening the Raptors' defense, especially with the addition of Scottie Barnes. Barnes, a young talent who has already shown great defensive potential, would join Wiggins to form an almost impenetrable defensive line. Additionally, the Raptors would gain even more defensive strength with the inclusion of Immanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett, creating one of the most formidable defensive formations in the league. And what about our Warriors in this trade? Well, receiving Jakob Poeltl and Chris Boucher would bring the necessary depth to our roster. Poeltl, with his impressive 7-foot height, would provide a significant presence in the paint, something we've been missing since the start of the 2021-22 season. He averages 12.5 points and 9.0 rebounds per game, along with an impressive 63% shooting percentage. Chris Boucher would add more options to the Warriors' offense, expanding the tactical possibilities for Coach Steve Kerr. This trade raises several interesting questions for fans. Could the Raptors' defense become the best in the NBA? And how would the Warriors adapt to the new formation, focusing more on physical presence in the paint? Wiggins' return to Toronto would be both an emotional and strategic comeback. It would not only strengthen Wiggins' bond with his hometown, but also potentially boost his performance on the court. It will be interesting to see how this change could influence his motivation and focus during games. The potential defense of the Raptors, with Wiggins, Scottie Barnes, Immanuel Quickley, and RJ Barrett, is something to watch out for. This quartet has the capability to transform the team's defense into one of the most feared in the league. The combination of Wiggins' experience with Barnes' defensive potential promises to form a tough barrier to overcome. On the other hand, the Golden State Warriors, by receiving Jakob Poeltl and Chris Boucher, would clearly bet on reinforcing their presence in the paint. Poeltl would bring strong defensive and rebounding presence, something we've been missing. Boucher, with his ability to space the floor and contribute offensively, would add another dimension to our team. This trade raises intriguing questions about the future of both teams. Is adding Wiggins what the Raptors need to establish themselves as a dominant defensive force? And can the Warriors adjust their style of play to incorporate the greater physical presence of Poeltl and Boucher? Now let's talk about the Orlando Magic. Rumors indicate that the Magic are interested in acquiring Wiggins to bolster their perimeter options and complement young talents Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Wiggins, with his offensive and defensive versatility, could fit perfectly alongside these promising young players. Imagine a lineup with Banchero, Wagner, and Wiggins. The combination of youth and experience might be exactly what Orlando needs to solidify its position as a contender in the Eastern Conference. In the proposed trade, the Orlando Magic would receive Andrew Wiggins and 2 future second-round picks, which could be valuable in future negotiations or in the team's development. In return, the Warriors would add guard Cole Anthony and center Wendell Carter Jr. to their roster. For the Warriors, this trade would represent an opportunity to renew our support formation for Stephen Curry, adding a versatile center like Carter Jr., who showed impressive potential last season with averages of 11.0 points per game and 6.9 rebounds, with an excellent 53% shooting rate. This trade offers the Warriors a chance to balance their roster. Cole Anthony, a dynamic guard, could provide the needed depth behind Curry, a critical point to maintain consistency in the backcourt. Additionally, Carter Jr. would bring a solid presence in the paint, something the Warriors seek to reinforce while continuing to develop their game strategy. But what does this mean for fans of both teams? For Magic fans, seeing Wiggins in an Orlando uniform could be exciting. His presence could not only improve the team's playoff chances, but also serve as a mentor for younger players. On the other hand, Warriors fans might question if this trade is the best way to maximize Curry's peak final years and consolidate a new era of success. Now let's dive into the most recent and exciting trade scenario involving the Chicago Bulls. It is speculated that the Bulls will trade Zach LaVine soon. After a season in which Levine played only 25 games due to injuries and considering his heavy 5-year contract worth $215 million, his departure from Chicago may be inevitable. The market is watching, and the best offer will win this dispute. Imagine this scenario. The Chicago Bulls receive Andrew Wiggins, Chris Paul, and Gui Santos, while the Warriors get Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic. This potential deal is seen as a financial strategy for the Bulls. Although Chris Paul's salary for the next season is $30 million, it is not guaranteed. Therefore, the Bulls could choose to waive Paul to free up cap space or keep him to add experience to the team. For the Warriors, adding LaVine and Vucevic would bring a new dimension to our game. LaVine is a talented scorer, and Vucevic would fill a crucial gap in our roster, offering a solid presence in the paint. Just imagine LaVine alongside Curry and Vucevic dominating the paint. Could this trade be what we need to maintain our consistency and competitiveness at the top level? Last but not least, let's talk about the rumors involving the Atlanta Hawks. It is said that the Hawks could receive Wiggins, Moses Moody, Gary Payton II, and 2 first-round picks, while the Warriors would get DeJounte Murray and Bogdan Bogdanovic. Murray alongside Curry would bring formidable defense, and Bogdanovic would provide more depth to our perimeter. Could this be the trade that takes us back to the top? Murray is known for his defensive prowess and playmaking ability, while Bogdanovic is a reliable shooter who could provide an offensive spark off the bench. This trade could help the Warriors become more balanced, adding both defense and perimeter depth. The trade also offers a new dynamic for the Hawks, adding versatility and experience to their roster. These possible trades bring a lot of excitement and uncertainty. Each has its pros and cons, and we are eager to know what you think. Could one of these trades be the missing piece to take us back to the championship? So, fan, we want to hear from you. Which of these trades seems the best? Is Toronto, Orlando, Chicago, or Atlanta the ideal destination for Wiggins? And how would these trades impact our beloved Bay Area team? Don't forget to leave your comments below, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates about the world of the Warriors. Your participation is essential to strengthen our community. Let's head together towards another epic season. See you next time.